just dropped. I felt the drop. And there we go. Ooh. There is nothing better than Christmas pudding, is there? If you want to know about Christmas puddings, I'll put a whole playlist, how to make them, different variations, luxury, what have you. Ho, 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 and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we're going to be setting fire to a Christmas pudding. Lots of people ask me how it's done, and I'm going to show you the safest and best way to flame, a Christmas pudding at Christmas time. So here's what you're going to need. Christmas candles, a Christmas pudding, of course, a couple of tablespoons of brandy, but the most important tool is a ladle, and it must be a metal ladle. The temptation is to get a bit of brandy, pour it over the top, and then get your lighter and try to set fire to it. Because the brandy is cool, it isn't going to flame. It's like flambeing food. So let me show you how it's done. So with a metal ladle, we're going to pop a couple of tablespoons of brandy into a ladle. Now, a little disclaimer, make sure you're adults if you're doing this, and don't go setting fire to the house. We need to warm the alcohol up. So what I'm going to do, I can either go with a scented candle like this or a plain candle. So let's just pop the ladle onto the candle. On the bottom of the ladle, we're just heating the brandy through. You can do this with whiskey or any other alcohol, probably not beer, but certainly with brandy, it tends to be the tradition. So you just warm the brandy through, and then just tilt the edge of the ladle until the brandy sets alight. You'll see a little flame. Hopefully in this light you're going to see it, but there's a flame coming off of the brandy now. Can you see that? Probably not. It is flaming. Be careful, don't go taking this across a tablecloth. So you can see the flames just licking the edge of the ladle, and what we're going to do is just flame that Christmas pudding. Look at that. How beautiful. Now the flames will continue to rise off the pudding, a lovely smell. It's burning off the alcohol. Merry Christmas. I love this tradition. Beautiful and safe. So you're getting all the flavours of the brandy and burning off the alcohol so the kids can't complain that you're giving them underage alcohol. Oh, that's still flickering just a bit. Unfortunately, it's daytime, so you can't see it too well, but you're probably doing this in the evening or in the winter on the other side of the world at Christmas time. Now, what that's done, it's flamed the pudding, which is a tradition. And sometimes people will put a silver sixpence in one side of the pudding, and whoever gets that is lucky or gets to have a wish for the year. I know it's getting close to Christmas, it's just a few days away now, and I think people are interested on the safest way to flame a Christmas pudding. Now, while we're talking about Christmas puddings, if you're at home or you can't get Christmas puddings, you're at home alone, just one of you perhaps, I've made a special recipe of a Christmas pudding in a mug and custard in a cup. And I'm going to pop that up now so you can check it out, and maybe you'll give it a try. Let me know if you do, send me some pictures and let me know what you think. For the time being, love to you all. Have a wonderful Christmas from Australia. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Be good. I don't want Christmas pudding today, Michelle. That was for you lot. Today, we're going to be making luxury Christmas pudding in a mug. And for a bit of fun, we're going to be making custard in a cup as well. I've got some currants, some lovely dark sweet currants. I've got my own mixed peel here. Just pop that in there. I've got some raisins, some lovely sweet soft raisins, cranberries of course, and then I have some glacé cherries, some dried apricots and some dates here, which I do have to just finely chop up. So there's our half a cup of fruit. Now we want to add some brandy to that. I'm going to put a tablespoon of brandy, give it a little mix through. So we set that aside for at least 10 or 15 minutes now so the fruit becomes lovely and plump. So how are we going to make custard in a cup? Well, we're going to take 1 egg yolk, 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar, and 1 tablespoon of corn flour, and we're going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to take these ingredients and mix them to a paste. Now here I've got 1 cup of full cream milk, and I'm just going to pour about 1/4 of that in there and then just mix it through again so we don't get any lumps in the custard. And when it's nice and even like that, we'll take the last bit of the milk, pour it all into the cup. Now give that one last good stir. Then we're going to pop that straight away into the microwave for 30 seconds and bring it out and stir it again. Now it's important that we take the custard out of the microwave every 30 seconds and give it a good stir if we don't want lumpy custard. Probably about 1.5 to 2 minutes before it's completely thickened. Now look at that custard, it's beautiful. There are no lumps in there. It took about 2 minutes and you do have to let it boil, just bubble a little bit, but be careful, don't overdo it. That is piping hot. We'll just set that aside and finish our Christmas pudding. You can see that the brandy is soaked now into that fruit. I'm going to take 1 whole egg and just break it in on top. Now 1 tablespoon of self-raising flour. If you only have all-purpose flour, you'll have to add a pinch of baking powder into it. 1 tablespoon of a dark, soft brown sugar. Now this is luxury Christmas pudding, so I am using ½ tablespoon of suet. If you can't get suet, use butter. 1/2 teaspoon of Dutch processed good quality cocoa. And of course the spices. I've got mixed spice here and I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of mixed spice in. 1 tablespoon of milk and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. And as I said on the last pudding, you can choose between a treacle and a molasses. This time I'm going to use the molasses. So that's 2 tablespoons of dark molasses. Now will you look at that? I'm going to mix that up now. The smells coming from there are delightful. I'm going to mix that up to a lovely soft batter. And once all your dry goods are incorporated and you've got a nice smooth batter, that is going in a microwave at high for 2 minutes. Now that's come out of the microwave and it is looking and smelling delicious. I've got my custard in a cup here. I'm not going to eat it out of the mug. I'm just going to run a knife around the inside of the cup and then just pour this one out. My, that looks fantastic. I do love a bit of custard on my Christmas pudding. Now let's pour that on there. Now I'm in Christmas pudding heaven. Doesn't that look fantastic? Now be careful, out of the microwave, this can be very hot. I'm going to give this a try. That encapsulates everything about Christmas pudding and Christmas itself. Well, I hope you try this one. It is absolutely delicious. And please, whether you try this one or the last one, comment down below and let me know you have. It'd be great to hear from you. Share the love, give this a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. I hope this has helped somebody out there that hasn't got a Christmas pudding and wants to make one on Christmas Day. I will leave some links here to some other Steve's Kitchen recipes. I love it if you subscribe if you haven't already. Be good. Share the love, as I say, thumbs up for this video. Get the kids involved with this one. I'll see you next time.